All right, Kenman here, and today's unboxing is a double feature. One is a repeat offender, and the other is one I told myself I wasn't gonna do this anymore, and here we are. Let's go. Before we start, I'm not sponsored by anyone. I purchase everything at retail price. And I do these videos because I love discussing knives and sharing info and ideas with others. If you have any questions or thoughts, please feel free to comment below. All right, there are two knives in this box. Like I said, one of them is a repeat offender, Migon. And the other one is one I said I was not going to continue to look at. Sivian. There it is. Bag on the floor. All right, we're going to take this one and put it aside for now. And we're going to start off with the Sivian. The first one I got as a practice for the die project, just to get a piece of G10 for less than $20. Used it. Then I ended up using the blade as a laser mark test. Because the knife was okay, but it didn't have that much of quality of steel. And, well, I don't know. It just became a test piece. And then I was like, yeah, I'm going to try to get blades that have some better steel, than these super budgets. And then Lou, thanks Lou, convinced me to look at this other chonker that we'll look at a second. And then he's like, look at this one. There's reasons. We will get into it now, and this tape is all right. Whatever. And I'm ruining. Look at that. Just ruined the box. Life goes on. All right. Look at this chonky beast. Rest of the box on the floor. Mini bag on the floor. This is a chunky Sivian, and like I said, there are several reasons I decided to just go for it for fun. Here we are. What is this? This is the Sivian ST138. Goosh. Ha! It's big. The handle's huge. It doesn't feel so bad. Dirt on the blade. Okay. Yeah. How about that? So here we are. This is the Sivian, like I said, ST138. All of their knives have that kind of a name, ST for Sivian, and then a number. Not a huge fan of that, but it is what it is. What drew me in? Well, few things. One, it was half price. So this was like 30, I think it retailed for $30, and so it was half price down to like $15. Okay, so I can spend more than $15 on lunch. And so if I can eat $15, then I can buy this and look at it and throw it away and not feel bad if it sucked. You know what I'm saying? But number two, this has 14C28N blade steel. And I don't know about you, but I have several knives with some 14C28N, and I like it. I think it's not bad for a kind of on the more budget side friendly steels, but I think it's all right. Now, one thing people will say is, well, how well was it heat treated? If the heat treat was poor, that can affect the quality of that steel. Well, I know a few people that have these, and they said they sharpen them up and it cuts like a razor and holds fairly well. So that would kind of mean that heat treat seems to be adequate for what we've got going on here. So there's that. Another one is it's kind of interesting looking. Handle's kind of ugly. This two-tone's got some qualities. It's G10, so it's decent enough. It's big, feels all right. But, it's a larger knife. Got some good action. Feels all right. Why not check it out for $15? And especially if someone said they sharpened it and enjoyed the edge and seems like it was holding it all right. Here we are, This could be, I did get a CNC machine. It could be something that I could use for some practice making some scales. The liners are not recessed, so this basically piece is flat on the bottom, which makes it easier to kind of design something for it. Yeah, okay. Okay, so it's basically flipper tab only with a liner lock. Liner lock is easy to get to. Flipper tab works really good. Let's see if I can fail it. Try to push it as light as possible. There, I was able to kind of get a fail on there. But the detent is still fairly strong. We'll take a look at it here. Watch. Boom. Kind of pulls it in right at the end. Maybe could be a little bit stronger, but I feel like it's all right. When you're basically stuck with that flipper tab, you don't really have to try hard, and it will flip out. I don't know if... Ha! Ha ha! You can. So you see these like notches in the blade? All right, so I'm just going to put my middle finger on that notch. And I failed that time, but I did it the first one. Huh. Now I can't. Now I'm starting to sweat. Won't work as well once you start getting worried about it. Oh. Well, I did it once. I guess I'm going to start getting nervous. Can't do it again. Maybe I'll try it in a little bit here. We'll just relax and settle down. Notice the drop. The drop isn't bad either. I mean, it's a heavier blade because it's a little bit bigger. But really, I mean, that's not really bad action at all. Okay, so we have some jimps. Small little stack of jimps right there. You feel that on your thumb. Feels all right. Pretty good in the hand. I have a large hand. This is a large, thick this way too, so it just feels beefier. There is a choke up spot, so you can kind of go up into there. Leave a lot of extra handle there for doing some push cuts and things like that. You know, ultimately, it doesn't feel that bad. It is kind of an ugly knife. $15. Okay, centering blade. That looks pretty centered to me. Lock up. It's solid. No play. Feels good. You enjoy these unboxings, whether they be budget or more premium, hit the like button. Subscribe if you'd like to see more. Wow. Okay, so yeah, the detent isn't bad. Jimps feel pretty nice, like I was saying, and that's fairly solid. That's, you know, tell ya. Anybody who's got one of these, do they like it? What do they think? Close-ups. The pocket clip cannot be swapped to the other side. I think the pocket clip's kind of ugly. You've got this, I mean, it does have the two-tone black and silver there, so you get your black and silver over here. But I don't know, something about the clips just, it doesn't seem to fit right. I don't know. They could have easily put those 3 holes on the other side, but that's fine. That's fine. Okay. Measurement time. Let's check out the dimensions on this thing. I'm going to bring us in a little here. Try not to shake us too much. And we have a total length of 8. Maybe it wants to be 8 1/8 if it tried really hard. Blade length is going to be around 3.5 with a 3-inch, just slightly longer than a 3-inch straight razor cutting surface, and close to 4.5, more like, or no, a little more than 4.5, 4 5/8 on that handle length. Let's check out the thickness on this. For being a big one, it's not super thick, although normal, close to full size is like 11 to 12. So this is at 1400, so it is a little bit thicker. Let me get back up there at 14, about 13, 14. And then a normal handle is about a 1/2 inch. So 0.56, a little bit thicker than normal at that thickest spot. So, you know, kind of closer to a full size, decent mass to it. I compare everything with the CJRB Pyrite. Is a good, close to full size EDC, excellent knife. A lot of variety. If you're interested in the Pyrite, check them out. But yeah, so that shows that the Sitivien is definitely kind of a more of a full size. It's got a beat by about a 1/2 inch on the front and the back. Cutting surface is close. When you get that up at the choil right there, you're really only looking at about a 1/4 inch more cutting surface on that big flat blade. Looks pretty good. What else could I compare it to? The Towser K from Kaiser, kind of about the same size as that. It's a pretty popular one from Kaiser. Check that out. But handle is about the same, blade's about the same. Cutting surface on the Towser K is just a little bit longer, but realistically they're similar in size, although Towser is going to feel a little bit smaller or tighter in the hand because it cuts it in this blade. The handle is not this crazy thickness that you feel on that ST138. Other straight razor I have is the Concept Main Street. Figure put that down. A Main Street is a nice, pretty popular one from Concept, and it's got that similar straight edge on the blade. Handle's about the same size. Overall length's about the same. Cutting surface, because this doesn't have a forward choil, is longer, so you're going to get a little bit longer on that blade with the Main Street. But yeah, I don't know, Sitivien. This was the one that sorry, Lou. Sorry, Eddie. Lou was like, he had this one. This is the ST155, but this big beast chonker. This one was also kind of on sale. I think it was all a $30, and it also has 14C28N. And someone had said they sharpened it and were using it, and it felt like it was pretty decent steel for $30. I mean, what is going on? But this thing is a serious hog chonker. If you're looking at those Sitiviens and you want to get something for kind of a budget, they have some things out there. Did I not set this down next to it? This new one is actually a little bit longer. The blade similar, but the handle is longer. This one's a little bit wider and thicker, but this new Sitivien is definitely a big boy. Should I look at any more Sitiviens? Am I good on these? Does anyone have an opinion on this? What do we think? Should I just move on? Get that Miguron out, Kenman. Okay, so we're going to put this one away for now. Second one in the box was my repeat offender. Oh, you hurt me. I'm just destroying boxes left and right here today. Cellophane on the floor. Got a little more tape. Mr. Pyrite has to do a little more work today. Come on. Wow, that felt really awkward. Yeah, so this one's going to go a little bit quicker. Boom. There it is. Miguron. Parasum. I already got one. This was my first one. I did the dye on it. Check the video out right up there. But the Parasum is a really nice knife. Flips out easy, works good. Budget knife for the Miguron family, D2 and G10. But now I got another one to dye again. Check this bad boy out. Stay sharp. We'll see you soon.